So yeah, in January of 2022, I had COVID, um, and I couldn't sing, but I was doing a lot of songwriting. So I wrote this song that was an ode to the women in my life because I was thinking about the women in my family, my close friends. A lot of my mentors are women, and I was just writing down my thoughts and my adorations, and eventually, come I think March, when I started to gain my voice back, this song was one of the first things that I posted, and I posted it on TikTok, and the response, within days was immediate, and it was all saying the same thing, like, you've got to drop this immediately. So of course I started working on it immediately, but the more that I worked on it, it started to I started to consider, um it's one thing to write a song and say that you love women, and it's one thing to, yes, have all of these quote unquote progressive thoughts about women and feminism, but you're not really doing anything that benefits women. And the song in itself, because of the capitalist system through which you're releasing music, is benefiting you. So I was thinking, how can we find a way to turn that on its head, and how can I find a way to make this song have a real life impact the way that it has had a musical impact, and the way it's had an impact on TikTok. How can I give it a real life impact? And so I decided that 100% of the proceeds from the song, so that means that anything that comes from the listens on Spotify, from anyone that buys a cover license, from the merchandise, from partnerships, from sync if it gets put in an ad in a movie, 100% of that goes to women's charities. So the women's charities that I will be donating to specifically are W4, Sisters in Sync, the Indigenous Women's Fund of Canada, and onespark.ca. There's gonna be a document that you can read. It's in the link in my bio, called the Demi Impact Sheet, and that'll have not only links to all of those places, but that's where you can keep track of just how much goes in, and how much is getting donated directly to each of these places. So that way I can always be accountable. I can always keep everything above board. I really like this idea. I really like doing this. So I'm looking to release more projects that do this. And since Cheese and Wine, which is the name of the song, is being released as part of a 2-part EP, any of the projects from the album, 50% of the projects from the album will also go to those charities. So you'll see that reflect in the spreadsheet as well. The TikTok Tapes Volume 1, which is the name of the album, is dropping on May 1st. You can pre-order at the link in my bio as well. And I really hope that you guys like it.